Welcome to Beans and Breakdowns, a podcast dedicated to bridging the gap between specialty coffee and the heavy music community. On this episode, I'm joined by Mr. Zagneen from the band
Hi,
Messora
bonjour, Messora, two S's,
with two Zs.
two Z's, yeah.
How are you?
I'm not bad. I haven't done anything today. I'm kind of, even though it's not snowing yet, I'm already kind of in my snow mood. You know what I mean? With the sun going down at 4, staying inside. I stole my girlfriend's Switch to play Zelda, which I have never played before. So I kind of just been doing that today.
That's so sick.
So overall, in a good mood. I'm in a terrible mood needing to take an hour out of Zelda to speak to you at the moment, but, you know.
Listen, nobody twisted your arm, okay?
No,
Nobody made you do this.
no, I'm kidding. I'm happy to be here. It's cool. Despite my poor audio rig, despite using these fucking Sennheisers rather than a cool-ass setup.
Sennheisers.
Now, are you drinking a true cup of joe right now?
It's full strength.
Is there actual coffee?
Yeah, but to balance it, I had 2 of the 7th gin or heaven gin or whatever, seventh
Heaven.
seventh heaven. Yeah, I
I
had 2 of their canned gin and tonics at work.
Right? At work.
We party a lot at my work.
Okay, that's cool. We don't party at my work.
Yeah, you do. I know.
Depends on whether Psychroptic is in town or not.
I have heard stories. I won't bring them up because I don't want to incriminate anybody. That's not my wish here. Are you drinking any coffee or are you being lame?
No, well, I was just drinking water because I was gonna drink something kind of coffee-like, but not to be an old man, but I don't drink coffee at 7 p.m. personally. By any stretch of the imagination.
See, it just puts it. You're always like, oh, I know about coffee. I used to work in coffee. I used to work at Cafe Neve.
I know about coffee.
Blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. Do you really?
One of the things to know about coffee is to know not to drink it past 2 or 3 p.m. That's one of the key knowledge points about coffee. Like I used to, before I became a coffee head, right? I got the job at Neve because I moved in with a elementary school buddy who happened to be living in Montreal at the time. So how do I get into this? I got to go get an apartment in Montreal. My apartment's not ready, but my school is starting. So I got to move in with this other guy for 2 weeks. He's a friend from elementary school. I hadn't seen him in a long time. He was working at Neve, and he was a huge coffee head. Had the AeroPress, had this weird alchemical thing that like bubbles the water up and like, probably costs $100 or whatever. The V60s, everything. Sure. And then he's teaching me about all the cool coffee stuff. And I was definitely like a 6 cups a day guy, but not discerning whether it was cool or not, Still just putting a ton of like soy milk in my coffee. And he was only drinking 1 or 2 a day. And I was like, who's this nerd? Like he thinks he likes coffee so much and he's barely drinking it during the day or throughout the day. But that's kind of what I've now become is I like a good one, but 1 or 2 good ones, not 6. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I believe that man, my buddy Emrys, has imprinted on me somewhat.
Okay. There is something wrong with drinking 6 coffees a day. You shouldn't do that.
I used to do that at Neve. It was crazy. It was brutal.
That's bad.
Like easily 4 to 6 cups every day.
No.
Easily. And then like Red Bulls at night.
Wrong.
Yeah, wrong.
This is my 2nd cup of the day.
Fair enough. It's still at an odd time, but yeah.
All right. Well, I had to do this, and if I don't do it, then the coffee council will come and revoke my podcast license. And then
Okay.
I also am going to see The Craft at like 9:15, 9:30.
Yeah.
So I have to stay awake because I'm not used to staying up that late.
This is where normal people just do drugs. Like I know you're like a weird hardcore guy and whatever.
I'm scared of
kill your local drug dealer or whatever. But this is where a normal person would just take some Dexedrine or something.
I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
There are 4 amphetamine salts that make up Adderall. One of them is Dexedrine. Anyway.
So the coffee that I'm drinking is from Cabra, which
means the goat.
It does mean the goat. And the movie that I'm working on right now is, well, I can say it because the spoiler, the trailer came out, but it's called Goat. So I have a hat.
Goat.
Yeah. It's like a film. Anyway, if you can, the trailer's out, so you can see it.
For Goat?
Yeah, it's
Goat the movie? Nah,
it's a
everyone is gonna see where my camera's placed.
it's really good though.
Goat movie.
Um, but this is their Lizardo
Who's in it?
washed.
The fuck? Playing basketball?
Yeah, he's playing basketball.
Oh, fuck this. Alright, sorry. No. Much love to Goat and you to your job.
Fuck your job.
Sorry. No, no, fuck you. I mean, hey, whatever.
Anyway, this is
Okay,
their.
where's it from? Sorry, the coffee?
It's La Cabra.
What country?
It's from Colombia. It's their Lizardo.
Okay.
It's washed. They've had it a few times,
Washed.
but this is like I've had it in my freezer because I bought it when I went to Denmark a year ago.
You bought this a year ago in Denmark?
Yeah, and I froze it.
Does it still keep okay? Because I know my grandma used to like grind coffee and put it in the freezer,
Don't-
but that just seems like old person shit.
Don't do that.
You know? So, but the beans in the freezer you think will keep?
They definitely do.
Okay. Yeah, I when I'm buying specialty coffees, honestly, like I've tried them all, like from working at Nivea and stuff, every, washed, unwashed, different processes, different countries. All I ever want, all I ever crave is a natural Ethiopia. That's all I ever want. Maybe different African ones, but Ethiopia natural is pretty much the only thing that I want. If I'm craving a third wave cup of coffee, it's either like Tim Hortons or third wave or natural Ethiopia. You look like you're about to scold me or something.
I'm not gonna scold you. I might school you though.
Okay.
So
school me. I've been out of the game for a while.
Natural Ethiopians, gorgeous. Love them. Love them.
Right.
But you are showing your age and the amount of time you've been out of
sure.
the game. I have a anaerobic pink bourbon coffee from Colombia that would melt your brain.
Okay. Oh, really? If that's what I like, then this is gonna even more
absolutely
be what I like?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool.
I'll have to make it for you one day.
I've heard the anaerobic thing before, but yeah, like I haven't worked in a coffee shop for 3 years now, So I'll just go to Laurent Grain up the street near my place. You ever been there?
Yo, dude.
Yeah, it fucking rules, right? Yeah.
No,
and I'll just look at the stuff and I pretend, yeah, exactly. I pretend to look at things that I might get, and I just go. I look for, a printout of the continent of Africa, and I just beeline it to there after I pretend to look at other stuff. Anyways.
So go to the guy, Tomas.
Yeah.
Awesome dude. His family is from Morocco.
Yeah. No, I'm well aware of that.
Ask him
for anaerobic.
No. Just say like, hey, I like this. What do you have that's in this?
Sure. I've done that to him a couple times. He's gotten some good recs.
He's a good dude.
Through that. There was once I got something that was, like what appeared to me to be standard South American whatever, And because he was like, I know what you like, you get this. So yeah, that has happened to me once, but I guess I didn't explore that further.
No, so my thing is, I find typical washed South American coffees to be pretty boring. What I like about South American coffees is that the American third wave market has been giving them a fuck ton of money.
Sure.
And so a lot of countries like Costa Rica and Colombia have so much extra capital to try different shit. So that's why
that makes sense.
That's why Costa Rica has been blowing my mind. There's some geishas that I've had from Nicaragua and Panama that are unbelievable. And Guatemala as well. There's a dude that runs do you know Cafe Origin? Yeah.
Is that the one in the bank? In the old bank?
No, that's Crew. They have Traffic, which also great roaster.
Traffic's good. Origin. I've definitely been to Origin, but I don't remember
it's Saint Laurent
anything
and
about
Sherbrooke.
It. Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know if I've ever walked in.
So the guy who runs it, Seb, his family, he's from Guatemala. And so his family has a farm in Guatemala that has replanted geishas from Panama. And
what's a geish?
A geisha is like a variety. So in Ethiopia, you're drinking heirloom varieties because there's 1,500 different types of coffee varieties that are untraced from Ethiopia. But like in South America, we have like Catura, Catuai, Castillo. Like there's all the different types of traceable varieties. Geisha is from Panama. And it's basically super, super sought after because it tastes amazing and it just doesn't want to exist.
It doesn't want to exist?
It's impossible.
Like it's hard to grow or whatever?
It's impossible to grow it.
Okay.
But his family did a fucking phenomenal job making some competition grade geishas.
And do they sell that at Origin, or is it like
They sold it like
ridiculously
they
rare?
sold it one time, and I
Sure,
was
that like one
yeah, I
batch,
happened
and
to get
yeah,
a
yeah.
batch.
And it was sick.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
But, if you I find that right now Cafe Even on Sensotic and, Park.
Dude, I'm like I said, I'm out of the game, man. I don't. First of all, I don't get out of my neighborhood that much, other than for work. And then, and around here, there's no more cool third wave places that I like.
I know.
Honestly, there's Myriad, which I think is decent. You know, Myriad decent for 250 for the drip coffee that they
Okay, that's
charge, and they still 250, and they're still selling traffic, a rotation of traffics. You know, their espresso is obviously just the old cool school espresso, which is whatever,
mhm.
or good if that's what you want, but it's not groundbreaking. Whereas the drip coffee is always different traffics, and that's or no, not fucking 49th, sorry, 49th parallel.
No, because
Like I said, in my area,
Myriad revolves their own coffee too. Because Myriad
I
gets
believe it's made by 49th though.
no, Myriad's roasted at the CRS.
Well, then I don't know anything. You're truly schooling me today.
It's roasted at Dreamy. Dude, I have the inside because I was in the game.
Oh yeah, you do.
Anyway, I respect Myriad simply because I think that they make great coffee, and the fact that they sell for 250 for a drip.
That's what I mean. It's sick, and they got these cool vegan brownies, which is close to my
They
heart,
do, they
obviously.
do.
Vegan muffins, vegan brownies. But like I said, like now that Neve, after having been being sold, is like not what it used to be. Replica's not really that third wave in the first place.
Mm-mm.
There was Le Grand Cormoran that opened on Mont Royal here. You ever be there? Go there?
No.
It's like kind of my interstate. It's like whatever. It's not. It's like near the Intermarché on Mont Royal, like near Saint Denis. But it was only open for like 6 months or something.
Have you
And I went in there and I was like, "Do you have any filter coffee?" And the guy almost spat in my face. He was like, "I do V60," and I was like, "Okay, like I make V60s at home too. Show me what you got, buddy." And it was just like the worst $7 week filter coffee I've ever had.
that's the problem.
So yeah, every time I've had a V60 in a shop, a coffee shop, rather than making one at home, it sucks. It sucks, and I don't even use like too much like grain at home. I use a totally normal amount. Um, but every time I go out, it's like weak and it's just shit. Ugh, whatever. So yeah, there's no coffee shops around me that I like. Hence me kind of being out of it.
Well, I'll take you around.
Okay, when we tour the world with Hierarchy, you'll
We'll get there. When
yeah,
we play K-Town Death Fest,
K-Town Death Fest.
Copenhagen.
Oh,
Or
with a K.
yeah, or um when we play Oslo Death Fest.
Yeah, yeah. Why?
Oslo,
Is there cool shit there?
Tim Wendelboe.
Who's Tim Wendelboe?
He's the best, dude.
Did I just scoff at someone who's really cool?
The greatest.
He's
He's
the way you went. Tim Wendelboe.
dude, he's the god.
Okay, what does he do? He's a roaster?
Yeah,
Or is he a death metal guy? Or both?
no, he's not death metal at all. He's like just
Okay.
he's a normal
Okay.
like Norwegian guy, but he's won like roaster of the year like 3 years.
Yeah.
And I went to his shop in in Oslo, in Tim Wendelboe town, and that's how the coffee people
In
call
Windelville?
in Wendelville.
Yeah.
And yeah, I still have some of his coffee in my freezer as well.
Really?
I only
And
save
that rips as well?
I only save the coffees that I know it's gonna take me a while to get again.
Mm.
So like I have one of the
I've
first
never really
batches.
saved
One of the first batches I ever roasted, I still have in my freezer.
roasting yourself. No, I kind of just, if I like something, I kind of just rip through it like a moron.
No, you should. You should use it as fast as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there's that. And also, I'm kind of just something of a compulsive consumer, if it's in my house and I like it. And if I want a cup of coffee and I know there's good coffee there, I'm like, well, I'm going to make the good coffee.
Are you the same with beer?
I'm not as into good beers as I am into coffee. Because coffee, like I said, about 2 a day, there's a ritual to it, whatever. Beer is kind of just, let's drink 12 of them if I'm drinking beer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really like, no, but that's the thing. I really like really nice high-end beers, like microbrew stuff, like weird IPAs and stuff. I really like them. But it's the kind of thing where I want half a pint of it, maybe, to drink it. And I'm like, that was really nice. I don't want 5 different half pints of that, you know? It's like if I'm having dinner somewhere and they have a crazy kind of thing that looks cool, I have one of those, and that's kind of my beer adventuriness. But these motherfuckers who go to microbreweries and they have like, $12 pints of like 8% beer throughout the night, I don't know. It's not my thing.
No, I like pilsners and like lagers, and so
Yeah,
if I'm at a brewery that has those that are good, like I'll tell you, and if Matt McGackie ever listens to the episode, which I doubt he will, um,
he might.
that's true though. It's two of the people that he does
Yeah,
like.
he likes Messora. Yeah, there you go.
Um, so Matt, he put us onto La Marabois. Is
That again?
it's across from Turbo House. It's the Czech. It's like a Czech brewery.
My God, well, I've definitely either heard of that or been there.
It's so
Yeah,
they
anyways.
brought over their yeast from Czech Republic. They started making beers with it. They have like
So it's just a sick European Pilsner, basically,
dude,
that they make?
they have this one pilsner, Czech pilsner on draft that they never change called Cherna. It's been the same since like the 60s. It's insanely good. So that's like I'll drink 6 of those.
Well, yeah, 6, but those are meant to, like, we have a word for it in French that I'm sure you're aware of, is like that kind of like a light-ish or just blonde, lager thing, is bière de soif, which just means beer
Yeah,
for
Biel de
thirst,
Soif. Yep,
you
yep,
know?
yep, yep.
Yeah, bière de soif. So, and that kind of like fits the beer drinking vibe as well. It's not just about consuming a beverage. It's, whenever you're like that feeling of, dude, I could use a fucking beer right now. Like you don't want an 8% oatmeal stout, right? Well, I could just crush a beer. Some guys do. But if you're just like big day, whatever, darts, and then like, oh man, I could really drink a beer right now. The bière de soif, the fucking pilsner is what you want,
You know, we have a word for that in English too.
which
Miller
is
High Life.
I was gonna say
No,
PBR.
did I?
Yeah,
PBR is
PBR is
okay.
perfectly drinkable.
I like Miller High Life
It's
better.
drinkable. It's good for if it's ice cold and you want to drink 6 of them. Miller High Life is better. Miller High Life has like a richness to it.
In Mexico they have a word for it. It's called Modelo time.
Modelo time, fuck yeah. I'm gonna experience that one. Is Modelo more popular? Because here, like the big Mexican beer is Corona, but I feel like from what I've heard, Modelo is actually more popular amongst the folks there,
Yep.
right?
Even here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even here,
I mean, amongst like the white folk, they think
huh? Modelo's more
no, they
popular?
think Corona is like more popular, but Modelo,
Well,
yeah.
exactly. That's yeah.
Amongst my friends that speak Spanish,
It's
Modelo,
Modelo.
and it's
What's the word on?
specifically Modelo Negro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like a black Modelo. It's like a stouty Modelo, or is it
No,
just
it's
like
just
black
this is
label Modelo?
dark lager.
Oh, okay. What's the word on Tecate?
I
Because that's all I ever drink when I go to Mexico.
I fucking love Tecate. So Tecate is like
Tecate
it's more
rocks.
popular in the north of Mexico.
Oh.
Actually, like in the center, it's more Victoria and Indio, which we can't get here at all.
Indio, I've definitely had in Mexico before. Victoria, I don't know.
Victoria is my favorite.
Oh,
It's
really?
so good.
Dude, what day is it? I'm 2.5 months away to the day of being in Mexico. So then I'm gonna try all those.
You have to go get
It's gonna be
Victoria,
sick.
dude. It's so good.
Victoria. There's a guy that I know, friend of my buddy Oliver's, who I've told you about. I don't know if you ever met him or not. Whatever. That guy owns the pinball bar on Saint
Oh, yeah.
Laurent, North Star. Do you know that
Mhm.
place? Yeah. So this guy Bruno owns it, and he's a really big, like, drinks guy, likes the nice beers, a big cocktail guy. Obviously, he owns the bar. He bartends there. I met him originally because he used to go to Distillery where Oliver worked, which was like a cocktail bar,
Mhm.
right? And he told me, I forget exactly what the connection of his, but let's say it's something like a buddy of his from here or a guy from there that he met here, whatever, went and moved to Merida and opened a microbrewery, and he told me to check it out. That's my current beer goal for Mexico is check out this guy's microbrewery. I forget, he texted it to me. I have the info somewhere. That's my one thing. Obviously, I'm gonna drink the Tecates, the Modelos, the Victorias,
Wait,
and all
are you
that.
going to Merida or are you going to Mexico City?
I'm going to fucking Cancun for 3 days. Then we're going to Merida for 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
And then meanwhile, we're gonna do like cenotes and Chichen Itza and stuff like that. and then after that we're going to Mexico City for 8 or 9 days, I think.
Dude, I love Mexico City. It's one of my favorite.
I've heard it's insane. Everyone that I've spoken to about it has nothing but good things to
So
say.
I know that you're vegan. Will you eat bugs?
I am. No, no
Are you
bugs.
sure?
I will most likely, given my track record of not eating bugs when offered them, continue to not eat bugs. Yes. That's what I'll say at the moment.
Is it against your religion?
No, I wouldn't have eaten bugs in the first place. I think regardless of the veganism, I'm not a bug eating kind of guy. Like I never even liked seafood, right? Like you know how some people will be like, you can eat bugs because it's just like seafood is just water bugs. Where I'm like, fuck seafood. These bugs are just land lobsters. I don't want to eat them, you know?
I will say, I didn't like the bugs at first. I thought it was weird.
You didn't?
I thought it was weird, but um, Nancy bought these. It was like you get it by the kilo, basically, and so it was like a plastic bag filled with fire roasted crickets
Right.
with like lime and hot sauce in the bag.
Uh-huh.
Dude, it is one of the
Yeah.
best things I have ever had.
I'm sure it is. I'm not saying it's not good and I'm gonna be like it's like bugs, but just psychologically, I wouldn't like I said, regardless of veganism, have wanted to eat them in the first place, and I don't see myself doing it.
It's
You
so
know?
good.
You're gonna make me look like a weak ass baby on the pod, dude,
I
who
mean,
doesn't eat bugs.
you're making yourself look like that. I'm not making you look like anything.
Right, you're
I'm
right.
just
I'm sorry.
I'm providing the platform.
You're right.
Anyway,
For me to expose
as a
myself,
bitch.
as a
Yeah.
bitch. As a little bitch
I've
baby.
never been to Merida. I've only been to Cancun, Tulum. But you know Jose from your favorite band Drive By?
Yeah, yeah.
He like grew up in Merida. He went to high school there and everything like that.
Yo, really? Okay.
Yeah. So but you're fucking vegan. So they'll have a bunch of stuff for you to eat, but you can't have cochinita pibil. But
What's that? You might have explained it to me before.
no, cochinita is like what?
What's that one?
It's like ground beef kind of, but it's like they make it in a banana leaf and shit like that.
No, I wouldn't eat that.
It's like the dish from Merida. It's like the one.
You know what I'm stoked for? I told this to my girlfriend the other day, and I know it's stupid, but I think you're gonna feel me as a fellow person who's been to Mexico. Like, there's good food, there's incredible food, right? There's the meals and the actual dishes and stuff. But food-wise, what I'm most stoked for is just a homemade guacamole and like freshly made tortilla chips. Like the legit tortilla chips that just came out, good guacamole, and one of these myriad beers that we just described. That's kind of the meal that I'm looking forward to the most. I understand I'm gonna eat better things than that, more nutritious things than that, but the chips and guac is kind of what I want.
I'm trying to remember what the so that's fucking good. The homemade totopos is what they call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay. Yes.
but I'm trying to think of what's the fucking corn smut.
Hit what le tecocha hit lu what
wheat la coche.
There you go.
It's yeah, wheat la coche. It's so good.
Tecocha. Yeah, yeah. I had it once. I think I told you. There was my ex used to work with this Mexican woman in a coffee shop for some reason. I don't know why. This lady, this like older woman was like a dishwasher at this place, and they became friends. So they invited us for dinner once, and knew that we were vegan, and fucking made us this huitlacoche like soft shell taco kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and I was not at the time not really stoked on eating mushrooms. I was actually a pretty shitty vegan who like really got into vegetables and weird things like mushrooms a bit later on in the process.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be polite and eat this, but I was like, this is incredible. I love this. This is so good. And I got further on the shroom train after that.
Shrooms, I be shrooming. I'm a meat eater, but I love shrooms.
Shrooms are great. Now I think they're great.
Yeah.
Now I think they're awesome. It just took me a sec
So good.
as a young
Making
boy.
a mushroom gravy or a mushroom sauce. Woo.
Yeah. What have you ever tried like at a vegan place or somewhere those kind of options they'll do calamari but with oyster mushrooms
Yeah, that's a hard one for
instead?
me.
Oh really? I think that, I mean I actually liked calamari. Like the only seafood I would have eaten before. Like I didn't like fish and like I said lobster or whatever. I like calamari though. And these these oyster mushroom things I think are super fucking good.
It's weird how they do kind of have a fishy taste.
I don't even know if it's a fishy taste. It's definitely a spongy texture or a rubbery kind of texture rather. I think you can fishify anything by adding a bit of nori or whatever to it, you know, so they might
Give it an umami,
fishificate them a
an
little bit.
umami flavor.
Sure, umami. Yeah, yeah.
I
Umami de mer.
umami de mer. Uh, I will
Yeah.
say so. Tendresse just closed down by my house.
It closed down?
Yeah, I walked by the other day and
Oh, I don't know that. That sucks. That place is
it was
great.
fucking good.
That sucks because now I have a tradition with my buddy Felix because he lives in France and every year he comes, we go to Tendresse, me and Oliver and Felix. So now we're gonna have to do something else. But good to know.
Maynard.
Maynard's good, but it's not the same thing. Maynard is fast food. It's incredible. Every time I'm around there, I go, but it's not like the same thing at all.
They had the best breakfast tacos, man.
At
Yes.
Tendresse? Oh, I've never been
For brunch.
when the
For
sun's out, I
for
think.
brunch, they had
Yeah.
good brunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fucked with it
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
heavy
cool. No, that's cool.
because it's like a block from my house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That sucks with clothing. But also it's a really nice restaurant in not to say that you're in the worst part of town, but if you know what I mean, like that kind of place with all like because you're no, wait, you're dining in there, right? You're having like you got $150 bill. It's a very nice restaurant, just like like you're at a Michelin star place, but you can see people getting arrested for possession of crack cocaine right from your seat, all the time. There's always like extras from GTA walking past, right?
Yeah, NPCs from GTA is basically the description of whenever.
NPCs,
Yeah,
yeah, from GTA.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some zombies. Zombie.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not surprised that it closed down if that somehow has had something to do with it.
What was the first band you heard that you were like, "Holy fuck, what is this?
What a non sequitur, my
I want to
friend.
play this."
What a wow. He looked down at his question sheet and realized that we were halfway through. Okay, what
No
is the
question
first?
sheet.
Say it again.
I'm free balling this.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What is the first band that I listened
Where
to?
you were like, "Holy fuck, what is
That-
this? I want to play this."
I want to play this?
Yeah, like this is like my music.
I want to play this was definitely like Led Zeppelin for sure. Then, yeah, because I mean, I don't know if it was the same for you, but many people that I know, like, I think we all just went through the kind of teenage dad rock thing where there's just a pantheon of bands that is agreed upon, from that era, like, the AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, like, just the dad rock shit. And I was into that, but I was trying to get into a lot of other bands that are like kind of grouped in with that and not understanding why I didn't like them. And then pretty much it was just when I listened to Metallica that I went, this is the side of this music. Like not that Led Zeppelin's like really, really heavy, but definitely like, you know, I like Kashmir a lot better than Jermaker. So, and then realizing like what part of this is what I really like, and elements of that are found in and explored further in Metallica and stuff like that. That's what kind of definitely led. Which again, totally normal gateway band for I think probably 90% of people or more, right? But I remember just listening to the Black Album on the school bus home in my headphones, and it's not a chainsaw guitar tone like we think of like the Entombed thing, right? But it has that kind of larger than life sound to it that I hadn't really heard anywhere else, and I was like, how is this? I need to and then yeah, then everyone discovers more bands from there. But that's kind of the inception. I was also really at the same time that I was into Led Zeppelin, absurdly into Pink Floyd, which again just dad rock pantheon. Which Pink Floyd I still have a lot of love in my heart for, and Led Zeppelin medium maybe. But I never like wanted to play that because it's not really a guitar-y band. Like there's great, fantastic lead playing, right? But when you're learning like riffs, like you can learn a whole lot of love really easily. But you want to pick up time or whatever, you're like, I don't like, where's the riff? Like there is a riff, but you know what I mean? It's not the same thing. So I never had that like I want to play this thing with that band.
What was the first like concert you remember going to?
First concert, you're gonna laugh. First concert I ever went to was Mariana's Trench with my mom when I was about 12. Do you know that band, or are you too not Canadian to know that band?
I know the band only because I live here.
Oh yeah, exactly. I don't know if there's anyone. I know we've just been talking about Montreal references this whole time, but what like for those who may not know what Mariana's Trench is, can you compare it to anything else? It's kind of like just a worse Maroon 5, I
It's just
guess.
pop rock.
Just pop rock, but like really lame pop rock. Like Billy Talent's kind of pop rock, but it's kind of cool,
That's
you
cool
know?
pop rock.
That's what I mean. So I'm saying it's much closer to not cool pop
It's
rock.
I
Anyways,
think Maroon
that
5
was
is
the first
cool
concert.
though. I'm thinking like Stars.
In what world is Maroon 5 cool?
Maroon 5 is cool, dude. That one album they had was hard. I think I have to cancel. I think I
Regardless.
have to cancel the podcast.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you just kind
it's
of
not.
outed
It's like
yourself.
Coldplay, but less.
Not the same thing though. Not the same thing because Coldplay's like weepy, you know, or just like lame. Whereas this band is like energetic in the worst way, you know. Like Mariana's Trench is more like Avril Lavigne, but with guys in it. But also, I don't know, man.
The Avril Lavigne's sick.
I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, "This isn't the comparison I'm trying to make."
Whenever I do my citizenship test, and they ask me to sing, like if they ask me what the national anthem is, I'm gonna tell them "Complicated" by Avril Lavigne.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, and then I get.
Wouldn't you pick? I'd rather pick like a Nickelback song. They'd be like,
Rockstar.
all right, now all we gotta do is the national anthem. I'm through standing in line, the clubs I'll never get in. Like that's what I'd do.
Where's it?
You know?
Where's it?
Or you just start air drumming Rush. You just had the drum solo from Tom Sawyer.
YYZ.
Sure.
Just YYZ. Hey, Tom Sawyer, big stride.
Dude, I'd love it if you did that. Holy fuck.
They're like, we can't.
Which brings me to my first concert that I actually really liked was Rush with my dad when I was about 14 at Blues Fest, which is like a big outdoor festival in Ottawa.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just playing guitar in my room one day. Like it was brand new to me still. I was just learning like very, very basic stuff. He just comes into my room and he's like, "Hey, you want to see Rush?" I was like, "What?" And I think our neighbors had bought like passes for the whole weekend or something. They couldn't go that day, so they just gave them to us. So my dad just like 15 minutes, we leave, and I was like, "What the hell?" And I like my dad was a really big Rush fan when he was a kid, and I had his records at home that I had listened to. Somehow I hadn't listened to Moving Pictures though. It was like the first 3 that he had for whatever reason. And then we go see Rush, and it was fucking sick.
That's so cool.
It was cool. He bought me my first beer. I couldn't finish it. It was like so heavy for me as like a 14-year-old. I was like, "Fuck yeah, my dad's buying me a beer." I like take a couple sips and I was like, "Huh?" And then after I finished it, he was like, "Do you want another?" And I was like, "No, thanks." He was like, "Yeah, I didn't think so." That's what I thought.
See, this is the thing. Is like in the U.S., parents are so scared of their kids drinking and having alcohol.
Right.
If you give a 14-year-old a beer, they're gonna hate it.
True. Am I incriminating my dad?
No.
I was okay.
You just found the beer.
Yeah, I found the beer.
Exactly. So yeah. Anyway, it's not a big deal. I know lots of people that had drinking.
I'm sure it's not a big deal.
It's definitely not. I mean, you were 4.
Yeah, but my parents weren't really stoked on me drinking young either. Like, after that, like when I was 16, 17, trying to have parties, they were like, "No, you're not drinking, whatever." It was really like this isolated thing. For some reason, he wanted me to have a beer at Rush. But like I said, it was, for me as a young boy, just getting into this rock music and stuff. It was amazing.
I mean, I would have loved to have gotten to see Rush. I never got to see them, and like,
oh no,
no,
aren't they touring again?
I'm not gonna see them without Near PR. Are you insane?
Without Near PR?
Yeah,
okay.
Like.
No, I'm lucky to have seen them for sure.
Yeah, and then when you were 14, that was like, I mean, they were probably a lot more vivacious at that time.
Than now, you mean?
Yeah, now that you're like 30, that was like almost 15 years ago.
I'm not 30. Thank
you're 28.
Okay. 27.
Oh, wow.
But anyways. Either way, point is I'm not 30 is what I'm opposed to.
Tu es juste un petit bébé.
Just un petit bébé. Yeah, it was cool. I don't remember a whole lot of vitality coming off of them, though. Because, like, yes, it was 15 years ago, but they were still, like...
60?
You know? One thing that was cool was Alex Lifeson came out. So they stopped they did the encore, because they were obviously headlining that night. And they hadn't played Tom Sawyer yet. Which, despite having not listened to the record Moving Pictures, I was familiar with. And I was like, are they not going to play Tom Sawyer? My dad was like, shut up. And the break between the encore was taking a very long time. Like, you know, bands now, like we see it all the time. They leave stage for 10 seconds and they come back, and it feels fake. But this was like a good couple of minutes. And then they have this like I guess it was an LED wall or something. It has a whole like weird cartoon graphic of the heads of the guys coming through and like I forget what they were saying. But then Alex Lifeson comes out and he's got like a t-shirt cannon and he's shooting Rush shirts into the crowd before going to actually play the final song being Tom Sawyer. It was pretty sick. We weren't close enough to catch a shirt though.
Man, I mean, that's a good story though. Like, I
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
good.
I don't
Yeah.
really
It was a nice
I don't
experience.
have. I mean, outside of seeing like Christian contemporary artists with my family, I don't really have a ton of experiences.
You didn't see like Mastodon or whatever when you were a kid? Mastodon and like a Chuck E. Cheese or something like that?
Okay, you think that they played a Chuck E. Cheese? That's fucked up. Um,
No, well, there is no. Listen to
would have
me.
been more likely to see Baroness
There's
at a Chuck E. Cheese, honestly.
Baroness and a Chuck E. Are they from the same place or are they just the same style of band?
Baroness is
I know
from
they're
my
the same style of
hometown.
band, but oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, something's in the water there that makes guys sound like
Well,
that.
Mastodon's from Atlanta.
No, it's still Georgia, right?
Yeah, but like 4 hours away.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? No, listen to me. The guys from Inter Arma told me I'm not gonna be able to tell the story properly because I don't know exactly what the location they were referring to is. But they told me there's some type of thing like a Chuck E. Cheese, but it's different. It's a different type of chain in the States that also has concerts for some reason. And they went and saw Mastodon play at one of these in like 2003 or 2004 or something. Like right around when Leviathan was coming out. They played in what is, for all intents and purposes, a
A
Chuck E.
Chuck E.
Cheese.
Cheese. A Dave and
Yes.
Buster's? Dave and Buster's is like an
I
adult
don't
arcade.
know, man.
I'm not.
That sounds
I'm not
sick.
sure. It's like Rec Room. You've heard of Rec Room?
No.
We have one at Royal Mount now, which is kind of lame. But it's like,
Rec Room. What's
or
Rec Room? Just an
have you
arcade?
seen the Trois Monkeys at Peel Metro?
Oh, I've seen it, but I haven't been
It's like
inside.
that. It's like a adult arcade that has
That's cool.
beers and wings.
That's sick
Yeah, it's
though.
cool.
That's fucking awesome. I mean, but there's that at the Forum too. I don't know if you've ever been
Oh
there.
yeah, dude, with the bowling. I forgot about
Yeah,
that place.
the Forum fucking rocks, dude. People like
They
you
do
don't hear
shit on
people
the
talk
forum.
about
They
it,
do shit on the forum.
but it's fucking awesome. And there's all these pictures of like David Bowie playing there and Queen or whatever back
Yeah.
in the day, you know, at the Forum. And then you go up, and it looks, and there's never anyone there, but somehow they find the teenagers to staff the place. And you just go and play some arcades. I have some fucking check this out. Last time I went to the arcade, okay, it was my drummer Sam's birthday. Okay, so we go to the arcade. We wanted to go bowling. The bowling was all full for the rest of the night. So we're like, okay, let's just go play the arcades. And I didn't know you could actually get points there to like redeem stuff. So I had like I don't know, like 600 points by the end of the night. And I was like, what can I buy with this? And I see these little army men, you know, like this. See these little army men. And I'm like, how much are these? He's like, 10 points. I was like, I'll take 60 army men, please.
Yes.
So I fill my pockets. I fill this girl like who's there's purse with army men. Everyone's grabbing army men, and then we go to this bar that he works at, Hurley's, and then we're hiding army men everywhere. What, you're a
I
fan of
love
Hurley's?
Hurley's.
You're
Oh yeah.
Hurley's
I
head?
look like this. Do you
Well,
think
have
I
you ever
don't?
seen
You
Sam
think I
there?
don't like Hurley's when I look like this?
Well, I know you pretend to be Mexican, so I thought maybe you'd be like, oh, Hurley's, that's for white people or whatever,
No, I'm
you
like,
know?
oh, Hurley's, give me a Guinness.
Oh, give me. Oh yeah. So I'm that way as well when I'm with Sam. Anyway, so we go to Hurley's. We hide these fucking army men, 60 or whatever of them, all throughout the bar, and it took like 6 months for them to find them all. I think.
I love Hurley's.
Yeah, it's such a better place than what I had expected based on descriptions from Sam. I didn't realize it was like 3 stories and like multiple different stages and stuff. I've only ever had a good time
It's
there.
like actually an Irish pub.
I'm not the right person to determine what is or is not an Irish pub, but
I feel
I'll take your word for it.
I feel it is more so than McKibben's. That's just where I'm at. But I
Well,
prefer
McKibben's is just McGill trash that goes there.
and Concordia trash.
Trash. Young trash, not 30-year-old men like us.
I like Grumpy's.
I've never been to Grumpy's.
Grumpy's is like the OG like Irish bar.
Is that also on Crescent?
No, it's on Bishop. It's the next block over.
But that's the thing, that whole downtown part, that whole Crescent and whatever, it's kind of just like, no offense, but for English speaking, expats in the city to find themselves and like not interact with the actual Quebecois population here. It's a place to feel like you're in Toronto, is what that block of downtown is for.
No, I 100%
You know what I mean?
agree. I don't hang out there unless I like go shopping and I have a drink at Grumpy's.
Yeah.
But most of the
I only
time
I go there to see Sam frequently, but
most of the
just
time I'm in the
just in
plateau
Hurley's.
at, like, Dispensaire.
Yeah, here I only ever go to Vice really because it's right beside my place.
Where?
You never been there? I think I told you
Oh!
about this the other day.
No.
Via Sterilisé.
Yeah, that's
The place
sick.
with a big neon sign on the side, like 2-3 blocks up from my place.
Have you been to Project Pilote?
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, a million times. That's beside my apartment.
I love
So
that
yeah.
place.
Yeah. I used to go there all the fucking time because it's just there, and I like knew plenty of the staff, so no reason not to just pop in, say hi, and whatever.
I know that you can't eat it, but they have one of the best smash burgers in the city.
You have told me that before, yeah.
So
I don't
good.
know. Do you know if any? Because I know they change up the menu quite a bit. I don't know if it's still a thing.
Yeah, I went there, like, a month ago.
Oh, okay.
And they used to have chicharron on the menu, but they don't anymore. But it was really good when they had it.
Have what?
Chicharron.
What's that?
It's crispy fried pork fat.
Is it like
It's cracklins basically, but like thicker.
No, what am I thinking? We have something in Quebec. It's called les oreilles de Christ or something like that, like Jesus's ears. And I believe it's basically what you're describing.
That sounds like what these would be.
Yeah, Jesus's ears.
It sounds like Jesus's ears, bro.
Yeah, my dad's like a chef, and he works at Rideau Hall. You know, like you know what that
Mhm.
is? You American, right? So it's not like a restaurant thing. It's like these like banquets and big things where he's making the same thing like 200, 500 times. So we'd often bring the like crazy amounts of leftovers, and I don't know what the event was, but he had a bag of these the kids whatever at home, and I, as a young boy with zero inhibitions and not understanding what I was doing, ate so fucking many of them and made myself so sick because it's just fat, right? And I was like, these are like chips, you know, you can just eat them like chips. And then my dad at some point was like, have you been eating these things like they're nothing? Because he realized they were missing. I was like, yeah, Dad, they're fucking sick. And then I felt horrible
Yeah.
and realized what I'd done.
Just a bunch of fat.
Just a bunch of fat. I think if I ate one of those now, I might need to go to the emergency room. That kind of animal fat now, like 10 years into being vegan, I think would totally send me to the emergency room crying.
It would make you pee from your butt.
Would pee from my butt without a doubt. Even yesterday, dude, yesterday I went to the fucking Big Orange for the first time. Sorry, my septum piercing is fucking tickling my nose hairs. Okay, so the Big Orange julep, right?
Yeah.
You ever been there? You must
Love it.
have.
I love
I'd
it.
never been there before. I'd never been there before. And I was around that area, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go see the Big Orange. And I see they have a veggie dog on the menu. And it was like $7 for a veggie dog, and I was like, I'm at the Orange, I'm gonna buy the fucking hot dog. So I go get the hot dog, and I'm eating it, and I was like, why does it taste like cheese? And I realized they like fry the hot dog in butter, or like the bread, the bun. They make the hot dog or just fry the bun first, whatever, on either side on butter. And like, I didn't quite get the pee from your butt thing, but I was definitely, even until today, I was like feeling like my stomach's not happy that I ate a Quebecois amount of butter in a hot dog.
Quebecois amount of butter is only slightly less than Southern American amount of butter.
Southern American, you're saying Southern American like you, not South American.
No,
right?
like American from like
Southern
the
American.
southern states,
Such as yourself.
such as Grayson, me.
Grayson.
Like when I
I bet
cook
it's fucking awesome there.
when I cook steaks, I like put a little bit of oil in the pan and just to sear, and then like as I'm finishing the sear, I put in like almost half a cup of butter and baste.
Really?
It's not half a cup, it's like
really
3 tablespoons, so almost half a cup of butter.
Still though. I mean, I'm sure it's good.
Dude, it's delicious.
Yeah, I've never cooked a steak. I never got there in my meat eating life.
Well, whenever you break vegan edge, I'll cook you a steak.
Not happening. There's a bunch of things that would change in my life before that happens. I don't know why, because it's not a chore to me. It just feels like a thing to do, you know?
Yeah.
There's some things like there's some like straight edge people, right, who are ostensibly straight edge because they had a problem with alcohol or drugs or all of it, you know, and now they're like that. And I'm sure that comes with a little bit of cravings and like you got to hold it together. Like depends on the person, right? But I'm not that way with being vegan whatsoever. You know, I don't see your fucking butter seared steak and be like, oh, and white knuckling it. Like, yeah, not even close. I'm just like, no. So honestly, that won't happen.
Damn.
Anyways, next question.
Why is Messora a two-piece?
It's a three-piece now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, what's our new develop? Well, we've played one or two shows, I forget now, as a three-piece. Messora was a two-piece because it was a full band, and then after the pandemic, I wanted to find new band members because we're all in different parts of Canada, you know, and I wanted everyone to be Montreal based. I had this drummer, Sam, that I really liked. And we were having a really hard time auditioning. We auditioned a couple guitar players, a couple bass players. No one worked out, and I really hated it. And I was like, I feel like this isn't fun to me, you know? And Sam and I we had such a good rapport by that point of just working the two of us, like composing and just generally getting along and stuff. Um, that I kind of just decided to keep it just the two of us because the vibe was just perfect. And unfortunately, it meant that we had to use backing tracks for the live show and stuff for the bass, which was medium lame, but whatever, we made it work. And then last year, this buddy of mine from Gatineau, from way back in the day, who was like a fan of the first record and stuff, reached out asking if we needed a bass player. And I said, yeah, sure, we'll try it out, we'll see. And he's a perfect match. So now we have a bass player.
So you played that album release show was like earlier this year, right?
Release show.
For Burn.
No. Album release show for that was, I have a poster right here I'm looking at. It was in 2022, December 2022,
Didn't
because that's when the
you
album
put out
came out.
but you put out an EP?
No. Oh, we're making an EP, but it's not out. What are you referring to?
What was the show that I was gonna come to and I couldn't make it?
That was just a show, I think. It was just a
Oh,
normal ass show. Where
I
did
thought
we
it was a
play
release
that?
show.
Oh no, that was. I'm sorry, you're not mistaken. That was an EP release show for a different band. So we were co-headlining with them. They were treating it
Oh,
as an EP. That's why a lot of the marketing and stuff. Okay, because I was like, where's he coming from with this? That's why. It
okay,
was Cries' EP release show, and for us it was a standard show, say. But yeah, that at Bits
okay.
Captives.
But y'all are working on a new EP.
New EP's pretty much done. I have to come up with song titles because I had song titles, no one liked them. And then I was trying to come up with different things, and I'm just gonna veto my old song titles because I think it's perfect. So Sam's still on tour with his other band Red Fox right now, and I don't like to bug him with like admin stuff when he's on the road or whatever. So I'm just waiting for him to come back. Once that's ready, we need to send it to mastering, which I still kind of need to find someone for, but I'm sure it can be done relatively quick. And our artwork's ready, so everything's pretty much ready. Like it's really just song titles and mastering. And
Send it
then
to send it to Will Killingsworth.
if you have someone that you like, honestly, I'll just do that. Like I don't,
He's so
not that it
cheap,
doesn't
dude.
matter, but I kind of just need someone to do it at this point. Um,
That's why
yeah, okay.
I use Dead Air. He literally for that Hierarchy EP, he charged me $70.
Well, that's ridiculously cheap. I can definitely spend a bit more if he has a premium service. I hope he didn't
It's
just
just
run your
one.
shit through. Hope he didn't run your shit through Lander and just send it back to you.
No, it's not. Because I ran it through Lander myself and it
Yeah.
didn't. I also have used a bunch Brad Boatwright at Audio Siege.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's something I've been meaning to think about, but like I said today, I was just playing Zelda like an idiot. Um, but the last everything that we did for Burn, I think it was a little too like I was like trying to do everything very analog, you know. So we had the guy who mastered Jane Doe do it, right? And it's just like cool, you know, he knows what he's doing, but it wasn't necessary to spend that money on Alan by any means. Um, but I don't want to totally cheap out either, you know, and find someone that fits the style that we did now instead of just like I know a lot of people will get something mastered by like a big name kind of just to associate the name, but like when in the world have you ever seen a band and you're like I was gonna not listen to this, but since it's mastered by Jens Bogren, I'm gonna give it a chance. Like it doesn't matter. Like we all know that we all do that trick, right? So
There's a combo there.
okay.
So I look at who mixes and masters the records that I like.
Well, of
And
course,
then
yeah.
so like for the Bruiserweight EP, I tracked it and
Uh,
then sent it to the same person that mixed and the same person that mastered some of my favorite records. But it was the same combo.
right. I think that mixing is more important though, is what I'm saying. Like because you're paying for someone for mixing. Like I agree. Like if you know, if I see Kurt Ballou being like, "Oh, I mixed this thing and it kind of seems interesting," I'll be like, "Okay, cool." But if I see Kurt, if there's something that I don't want to listen to, and Kurt Ballou's like, "I mastered this," I'm not gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even think Crib does any mastering, but you know what I mean, right? Like, it's.
I just recently found out Will Putney masters.
I'm sure he does. Yeah, I don't see why
Like
not.
I think he's mastered some of Ape's records. He's also mixed some of Ape's
He's a
records.
big fan of Apes.
I know.
He's a big Apes head.
Well, that's why End, I think, exists is because he just likes that music.
And I mean, End's not quite the same as Apes.
It's in the same ballpark.
I get what you mean. Yeah, End's great. I never really liked the previous Putney projects, you know. Or let's
What
say
fit?
other like Fit, or let's say post Fit, Putney projects. But And I really, really dig. And I think is a great, great project.
Well, it's the Brendan. He brings a bit of the.
He brings everyone in there like brings something. It's really cool. Like I don't even know if they're active anymore. What they just did 2 EPs or something or 2 short records.
Mhm.
But for what it was, like it's cool. The guitars are only mids and it kind of scrapes my ears a little bit, but it's still neat.
It's the
Speaking of
Fortin.
what?
It's the Fortin pedals.
410 pedals, yeah.
Yeah, they're using like the Fortin Zool and like the 3-3 and stuff like that.
Really? You think that's what it is?
It's that with like an HM2 blended with a 5150.
Well, I hear a lot more HM2 in it than I hear any of the Fortin stuff, but yeah. What I was gonna say, and now you said HM2, I figured out a way to get an okay HM2 sound out of the AX8 today. It's like I can still tweak it a little bit, but it's way closer than I would have thought. It's really, really, really okay.
Are
So
you
it's
able to
usable.
run? Are you can't put NAM profiles into the
I can't.
AIC?
No, I can't put any profiles into this. Well, I can get like AX8 presets and
Mm-hmm.
drop them in, but that's it.
That's
And
why
now
I'm thinking.
this piece of technology is so old. It still works great for me, but no one's making presets for this anymore.
That's why I'm debating on getting not a one of the Cortexes, but I kind of want to get something that's NAM compatible.
I don't know what you mean. NAM, you're not.
Neural amp modeler, that free plugin that somebody created, and now you can just on the website.
I
There's
actually don't
like,
know about that.
oh, you can just make your own profiles, and then you can load it into like they make like Veilton makes one, Moor makes one. Like it's like these like $300 Chinese modelers that have NAM compatibility, where you can use the same quad Cortex style model and drop it in.
That's cool.
Yeah, for like $300.
It is weird how cheap they get, because I bought this. I bought the X8 kind of like right before things started getting a lot smaller and cheaper. I still love this thing, and it's a lot more powerful than a lot of other things that you might get, such as what you're describing, even though it is cool. I still think it's a great piece of gear. But had I not bought this and waited a bit, I definitely would have gotten, yeah, like one of the smaller things, perhaps similar to what you're describing. Because there was also, God, I'm not gonna remember what it's called. I don't even know if it's worth. But it's like a solid state preamp or full head or whatever. But you basically kind of like a Nintendo cartridge, swap out the type of amp that you
Synergy.
want. Yes, that's it. That's cool. And I feel like I haven't heard. I heard about it when it came out. I know Opeth were using them, which is cool. But I feel like I don't hear anyone talk about it. But it's also a little too in between worlds, I find. Like it's almost a head, it's almost a modeler, but I feel like it has drawbacks from
Mhm.
both, if that makes sense, rather than really perks of both.
So I kind of Stefan or Steph Carpenter from Deftones. He's kind of changed my mind on some things. Like at first, I was
Okay.
thinking of just doing solid state with the modeler because he uses a Helix and he was on a Helix for a while. But now he's on Helix, Axe Effects, and then he's got 6 different Bogners,
Okay.
and he blends all of that. So some of his like tones come from the Helix, some of his tones come from the Axe Effects, some of his pedal tones come from the Helix, and then he runs it through the Bogner, blending everything together. And I was like, brother, some of us don't have $30,000 to spend on a rig.
Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare.
But
But there is something to blending amps. Like it's one thing I can't do with the AXA with a single core processor is I can't have 2 different amp models at the same time. And I often think, and not even in an extravagant way, just like I can see a use for 2 different heads. Like what you're describing now seems
absolutely.
like a bit much, but there's totally a use for maybe up to 4, 3, 4.
Well, that's why I like the quad is because you can run multiple signal path.
Yeah, yeah.
And you could
I can have multiple
essentially
signal paths here, but just not
okay.
multiple amps, unfortunately.
See, that's what because the quad you could run basically like a 5150, and then you could branch off at the noise gate and run to like an HM2 into a crate model,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then blend those, and then have that go out of either output or just sum it back and then run it out of a mono. But not to bore all of these people with
Yeah,
a
true.
bunch of weird gear talk.
We're yeah,
Um,
yeah.
what does Messora have coming up?
What does Messora have coming up? One day you'll
I
pronounce it
keep saying
properly.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I know how to read it.
Messora, Messora. What does Messora have coming up? I pretty much outlined it earlier, I think, with this EP that we finished. I'm extremely happy with it. I think it's the most I've been able to genuinely express myself in music so far. You know, like kind of, how do I say this? Yeah, it just feels genuine. It just feels like a genuine expression of things that I wanted to come up with instead of like coming up with something by accident, being like, "Oh, this is cool. I'll come up with a song about it." It's more like you have this impetus within you to describe something you're feeling, not even necessarily an emotion, but just a vibe or something, and it really you're able to see the angel in the marble and sculpt it. You know, I feel like I had a good path um, in that sense with this record, this EP.
Hmm.
So this has been the main concern of the band for the past year, and like I said, it's all done almost. It's just about mastering it, and then now I'm going to try to label pitch it because I don't want to do this whole not having a label thing anymore, honestly. So we're doing a bunch of admin stuff to remake like EPK's EP and bio and stuff like real local band shit. But uh, I'm going back to a lot of step ones. It's all things that I'd done before, and then I kind of just took a break from trying to make this a band and just making music, right?
Hmm.
And through that, I got what I wanted artistically out of it. Like I said, completely. The music part of it's great, but I need to totally go back to the drawing board for everything that makes it a consumable product rather than a personal artistic project. That's it. That's what the plans are.
I mean, that's commendable.
Thank you. Oh, also
Um,
hierarchy.
yeah, we don't have to go too deep into it. Because you soloed on it, which is sick. I appreciate that.
I
I
sold it on it.
I I'm like writing it. I'm like, this sounds too basic, but I think there could be a solo here. And I
I
was
think
like,
Zach could rip here.
who's the only person that I trust to just rip a solo? And then I was like,
Hell
oh,
yeah.
Zach. Yeah. And I
Good.
told Nancy, and she was like, oh, I love Zach. And then I was like, okay, cool.
Sweet.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess it's a thing now.
It is a thing. It seems to be a thing. Like you
We'll
said, we
see.
don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. If you're still on the fritz about the whole thing.
No, I'm not. I just want to see how it goes.
Well, it's gonna
Like
go with you giving me your V.
my V
I'm gonna take your
and
V.
a whammy pedal. Well, you can do the whammy thing with your Axe effects.
Oh, it sounds horrible.
I know. It
It
sucks.
sounds with the axe effects. It sounds fucking atrocious. This thing, like I said, this thing's great. It is like 12 years old though, and
Yeah.
the pitch tracking, fucking sucks. 'Cause even when you have the whammy or whatever, at 0, it sounds like there's a bit crusher on it because it's still like downsampling the whole thing. It's very bizarre.
So we just get like a poly shift with a
Why do I
expression
need a whammy pedal? Why?
for dive bombs.
I can just do them. I'll just do a dive bomb
How?
without the. I'll pre-bend and I'll figure it out.
Okay. If you
I'll
want to do
pull
that,
it. You think I
uh,
can't?
uh,
I'll detune at the tuning peg. I'll hit a harmonic and detune at the tuning peg
that's
with a ton
insane.
of reverb. I'll figure out a way to do dive bombs.
Zach, you know that I love you. You're like
Yes, I love you too.
you're like a weird giant death metal brother.
Okay, cool. I'll
Um,
take it.
I appreciate you for doing this episode.
Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate you having me.
I just have one last question for you.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite city for beans and breakdowns?
Favorite city for beans and breakdowns? I don't
Yeah.
understand the question.
Yes, you do.
Montreal. I don't understand the question. For beans
You
and
do. You
breakdowns?
do. You do. Yeah, it's for beans and breakdowns. It's who has the best beans, who has the best breakdowns.
Who has the best? Okay, no, I didn't understand. That's not what I thought you were talking about. Who has the best city? If I had to guess. Well, it sounds to me like somewhere in Scandinavia, based on what you were describing, is probably the best. It sounds like
Probably
Oslo or
Oslo. Yeah.
Copenhagen is probably the best city from Beans and Breakdowns. It's not what I would have guessed before the beginning of this pod. I would have maybe told you somewhere in South America, but based on what you've informed me of, I think probably Oslo or
You know
Copenhagen,
what's
despite me
crazy?
never having been.
What's crazy is we'll just find out.
We will find out.
Yeah, we'll just figure it out when we get there.
We'll tour the world and figure it out.
Yeah. We'll play all of the death fests.
Yeah, why not? We'll start with the fucking Quebec City one, but yeah.
There's a Quebec City one? I don't know. I want to do To the Death though in Montreal
Okay,
next year.
we'll do to the death.
And then maybe Trois Rivières Death Fest.
We can do them all.
We'll do them all. Matt.
Well, an exclusively festival band. We will never play a Fun Electric on a
Yeah.
club show. We will never,
No.
even if they offer us an arena show opening for like, what band would play an arena? Fucking Lorna Shore, right? We'll be like, no, we are
No, we're a death metal
exclusively a
band.
festival band.
I'm not
Yeah.
playing with your deathcore bullshit. All right, unless it's Suicide Silence, and then I'll say yes because that's one of my favorite bands. Anyway, yeah, well, because I was a scene kid, and when that record came out, it was like mind blowing, and that's probably how I found hardcore.
Right. That band was definitely Whitechapel, not Suicide Silence though.
Dude, I mean, fucking Phil Bozeman is the best deathcore vocalist that has ever lived.
100%. Not even
Like
close.
he does Mitch Lucker better than Mitch Lucker did.
Sure. He also does Phil Bozeman pretty good too.
I mean, I'm speaking about his version of Unanswered is the goated version of Unanswered.
Yeah. I saw that.
Anyway,
I know what you're talking about.
That's not to throw shade on Mitch because he's the OG. Like
I understand.
Will always be the greatest. But Zach, I truly appreciate you.
Thank you. I as well.